Alright, today we will be doing the T-55 campaign called Border War. Now, I already did this mission, I messed up the recording, so I'm redoing it. This one is called Show of Force. Mission brief, you can read it if you want to. I'm not going to, since I already have. Pretty much just says we're going to fly a path along the border as a show of force. And you need to stay with the flight leader, or else he will call it off. I'll be going with the American flag livery. You can go something else if you want. But you can't configure anything since it gives you a set things to fly with. Actually, center.
Echo 1-2. This is command.
Alright, so this is the first time I'm on the plane, so to start it up, you have your main battery over here. Alright, main battery over here, APU above it. Close the canopy. Turn on the screens like normal. HUD, HMCS, helmet, parking brake, engine. We'll just go ahead and go nav and map. Lights are in between your legs. You have your nav, strobe, landing, and you have your interior and instrument. And you have your flaps to your left next to the landing gear. This mission will just be flying, which is why I'll go. Plus, your flight leader will make some sharp turns, so I went to the options and changed the sensitivity up just a tad. Just a tad. That's just me and preference. It's up to you. If you want to be more realistic, you can use your comms while talking, so you can talk to ATC. But other than that, it's just a regular flight. Also, recommend dumping some fuel before you take off and as you're flying, so that you can so that it is easier to catch up to flight lead. Alright, landing gear, engine, flaps, lights, we're good. And I'll stop dumping fuel when it gets to around here-ish. Gear up, flaps up. Now we're just flying to flight lead. I think I'll go to about half. Alright, I'll say that's good. The reason why I'm dumping fuel is so that we're lighter and can catch up to the flight lead easier, because he is way faster than us for whatever reason. And if you stray too far away from him 4 times, he'll call it off. The first 3 times he'll warn you, and on the 3rd time he'll say, this is our final chance or something like that. And then if you do it a 4th time, he'll say he's calling it off and turn towards the airbase, and you will fail the mission. Now, once you get to him, try to immediately turn to, I think he said, heading 060, so that it's easier to catch up to him.
Okay, 1-2, let's go. Keep your nav up and stay close so I can give you a lay of the land. We'll climb and fly heading 066 towards the border.
Now that I've dropped fuel, well, you can still see he's gaining on us, but we're still close enough to him. but since we dropped fuel, we're able to stay up with him and catch up with him because we didn't drop that fuel. Be a lot harder to catch up to him and a lot easier to fail the mission.
Echo 1-2 Overlord. Pop up hostile bra 066 60 20,000. Tracking south.
And then I'm going to mute the RWR just so that it's not beeping, because this mission, no one's going to shoot at you unless you cross the border, which if you cross the border, you fail the mission. Now, you just got to stay with the flight lead. I tend to try to fly right behind him, maybe even a little below him. At some point, there should be 2 other planes that'll come join up with you, and you're supposed to fly in formation with them. I would try to keep a little bit of distance from them, because since they are AIs, they will still crash into you, and you will crash and fail a mission.
Turning left, new heading 330. That river on our right marks the border between our countries. They're just waiting for an excuse to launch an invasion, so absolutely do not cross that river unless you want all-out war.
Which we will end up crossing that river no matter what later.
Our mission today is to lead a flight of fighters low and fast along the river as a show of force. We want our rivals to know that if they try anything, we won't take it sitting down.
Yeah, we'll take it bending over. Now, once you do catch up to them and get to this point, like I've said before, you should try to quick save just in case you fail the mission later on.
Another 2 Tyros will be joining us shortly. Keep your formation close behind me and don't stray off course.
Just so that you don't
crossing the border.
Just so you don't have to restart the whole thing and try to catch up to him again and most likely fail. Probably pay attention to where I'm flying. Now you just gotta stay with him. Now that you dropped fuel, you'll be able to catch up to him a lot easier, but that also means you'll have to back off the throttle some so that you don't get too close.
That's good. Keep it tight. You can see all those artillery units and air defenses they've been building up right across the river. There's the old bridge. Let's turn right here and head home.
Where's the other one? Where is he? Oh, he's right there.
Two, I need you to stay as close as possible.
See, you'll get those warnings and most likely get them early on in the mission because you have to catch up to him and it is pretty hard. But once you get there, past that point and are actually flying the border, it's a lot easier to stay with him. Yeah, this mission is pretty simple.
As you can tell, getting so close to the border that if war breaks out, and I think it will, it'll get really bad for this city. 1-2, go ahead and return to base.
Yeah, as I was saying, this mission is simple. The hardest part is just trying to catch up with the flight lead. But other than that, we're pretty much done. We just gotta land, and it's over. Landing lights right now. And one thing that is, I think, is only found on this plane is if you go to options, there's an option for smoke, which is cool. I actually haven't tested it on other planes, so it could be on other planes. I just haven't checked yet. You can change the colors: white, blue, red, green, yellow, purple, orange, black, but blue. Smoke on. And smoke only works if you aren't using your afterburner.
Echo 1-2, tower. The landing pattern is full. Wait for clearance.
I thought I was supposed to land. Yeah, as you can see, there's blue smoke. Fun acrobatic smoke that you and your friends can hop into a multiplayer with and mess around. It'd be pretty fun. I think it's gonna put the AIs before me.
Echo 1-2, tower. Cleared to land at runway 31.
Never mind. Time to land. Do we land like the Navy or the Air Force? I say we land like Navy. Now, since I used comms to ask ATC for landing, it'll give me a path back to the hangar, but
Welcome back. Follow the taxi path to your parking area.
I'll just go this way. Now, if you want to end it earlier, you just gotta come to a complete stop and you're good. This one's close, so I'm just gonna fly to it. Not fly to it, taxi to it. But that mission's pretty easy. Cockpit's similar to the FA-26. So, yeah. The only difference is it has 2 seats. that you can fly in. And just like that, you're done.